Members, it's February the 12th, 2021. You're looking at motor number 2 in the back of the GMC. Here at the LaBelle Marina, see the good times there in the back. I'll give you a little heads up what we're working with. A quiet marina. Now, I'll show you here. This here is the opening for the, hey, good morning. That's the river right there, Caloosahatchee River. So it's basically runs behind us. That greenage is over behind that field. That's one opening for the marina here. And there's another side to the marina, if you can tell, way over there. You have to get into it by going out and going around. So I'm in what they call the East Basin. Quite a few boats in here. First marina I've ever been at that doesn't have power though. So I'm totally running off of solar. And actually my solar breaker tripped at some point. Not sure exactly what happened, so I'll be looking at that. Y'all see the top I built. Solar panels are up on that. Good morning guys. I'm gonna take a minute and read a few comments this morning. I can see I'm not driving, as y'all can see. It's kind of foggy down here. Less fog this morning as it was the other day. Real quiet and peaceful though. Yep, y'all hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. Let me see what kind of... Hello from the UK. Hey, good morning, Mike. Rich, what's up, man? We need our producer down here, man. Doing that live tonight. I think I heard you might be coming. Good morning. Hello from the cold, snowy Ohio. Hope everything's going well with you guys and the motors. Yes, sir. As I said, if you're just coming in the room, there's motor number 2 sitting in the back of the truck. We'll be dropping that one in shortly as far as getting up on the deck and dropping the other one in the hole first. Port engine goes back in first. And we should at Mud Club at 5 tonight. We're doing Mud Club at 5. We should have pictures of that to show you. Should have that engine down in the hole. Yeah, Patricia says, are you getting a mile a gallon both engines? That is correct. And usually the next question about that is why not run on one engine? The boats are hard to steer when you're driving on one engine, when they're set up or designed to drive on 2. And it's a lot of stress on your second engine. I've done that before when I was coming back from the Keys a couple years ago, and I overheated my transmission on that one side. So I try not to do it. It's so much nicer driving with 2 engines, but you just got to, understand there's a cost in motorboating or cruising, as they say. There is definitely a cost involved. There's a couple older boats here. People live here, no doubt. Robert's asking where it's located. We're on the Caloosahatchee River down in South Florida. It's about one town east of Lake Okeechobee. It's one of the last marinas before you would lock through at the Okeechobee. Good morning, guys from North Carolina. Oriental, North Carolina. Okay, North Carolina's rocking this morning. 2 engines share the weight of the boat among the 2 crankshafts versus 1. That's correct. Let's see. Any other major questions here? Let's see. When should you move on? Excuse me. Bradley says, when should you be on the move again? That is a $10,000 question. We actually came back last night from picking up. Let me switch the camera around here, guys. Let's see. There we go. Turn a little bit. All right, in order to keep you out of that sun. It's cow pasture behind us. So we got home last night after dark, getting the engine here. And $10,000 question is when we're on the move, but we were sure talking about it, about getting back on the move. We're excited to do it, but you know what? We got to take our time. We got to do it right. So you're going to be watching real time with these updates. I think that's why they work so well. You'll see if everything goes as to plan, we'll have the second one dropped in over the weekend if everything goes to plan. And it's going to take, if I had to really guess, saying for sure, I'm going to say 10 days from today. With two motors, one sitting in the back of a truck, the other one sitting on the deck. Because not only once you drop them in, and you really got to take your time, putting the oil pans on these engines are very particular, for instance. Because if you do that wrong and you get an oil leak, that's down in the very bottom of that hole, and there's no getting to it. So there's a lot of things here we got to really take our time on, make sure we get it right, so we're not fighting it all the way, on the loop. So we're going to hurry, but we definitely want to be out there moving. Dang, I don't like being stuck in a marina unless it's back home or whatever. So let me scan back up here, y'all. I don't mean to be pointing you, but where I can read these comments. Michelle says, good morning, Mike and Marty. Marty's at the boat, and I'm at a different marina, if you remember. But we'll show you a map. You see it. Let's see, Mike, if I can suggest you get port running first, leak free before you set starboard. That's actually what we're going to do. Now, is there a particular reason why you suggest that? We're doing it just because that happens to be the motor that's going to be ready to go in, sitting on the deck already. This is the starboard engine sitting beside us. We did actually talk about last night that how obviously before we crank these motors, they have to be sitting in the water so that you can suck up water for cooling's sake. So, and it's costing money sitting on the hard for a Kontiki. So we'll probably, once obviously both motors are set, we won't waste a lot of time going ahead and dropping her in the water there, and focus on getting that port engine started and running properly. And then we'll focus, because then we can move the boats further up to the next town where there's a city dock. We're in the water, we can work on it. There's parts real close, I mean like blocks, and it probably makes sense to do that. So we'll see. That the other downside to that, which I'm sure people will, you want to make sure that when you set the motors and you fill them with oil and doesn't appear to be any leaks, because what if something, I don't know, if you miss something and you had to haul out, well, worst case scenario, you go back a few miles. It's not that many miles from where the boat is on the hard to the next stop, which is right at Lake Okeechobee. It's probably like, I'd say like 10 miles or something like that, not that far. So yeah, all right, let me look at a few more questions and then I got to get underway, get heading back. You see any snakes at the edge of the bushes behind you? Not behind me. I ain't worried about what's behind me. I'm worried about what's in front of me. There's gators, obviously. Now, I don't know whether you notice or not, but gators don't eat that much in the winter. They don't hibernate per se, but they slow their metabolism. They just lay around. They don't eat so much. They may actually eat something, but yeah. So right here. But whatever reason I was saying, it was a big old gator laying on the bank over there. People know not to be walking small dogs around here. There could be a gator laying right in there and you won't see him until he jumps. They're definitely here. There's no question about it. If y'all an interesting story, we've been down this Caloosahatchee before. And if you go back in my playlist, you'll see the trip from Fort Pierce to Tampa. And we came right through here. And of course, that's where we hit rocks in Okeechobee. It's a good watch. Y'all want to go back and look at it. But you'll see where I had to dive in the water to check on my props. I was going to try to straighten some of it in the water. And it was as black. You could see about 6 or 10 inches. That's about it. It's very dark water. Very tannic water. I'll look at a few more here. Hello from the Indiana. Good morning from Georgia. Yeah. Did you say you guys are east of Lake O? Nope, we are west of Lake O. We will be east of Lake O when we cross the lake. I was talking about getting excited. I was looking at the map just for some anchorages on the other side, so as soon as we cross. Let me turn around, see if I can spin around here. Let's see here. I don't mean to be pointing y'all, but Ken said y'all hit them thumbs up button. Appreciate that. It's going to work out fine. I believe that. I believe we're much closer, guys. We're a lot closer than we were. Did you see this? Oh, I read that one. Don't get the starters on the wrong engine. Very good point. I went, so that's a cool story. I'll tell you real quick. I took the starters to a place in town, back in town, called Strickland Starters and Generators. That's all they do. Been doing it for years, and that's all they do. And that was part of the reason behind that, because a lot of people don't realize, but on your starters, one turns one way and one turns the other. Now imagine how catastrophic that would be if you got those starters backwards. Imagine that. Now here, let me throw another wrench in your plans if you're thinking. Motors turn, let's say clockwise or counterclockwise, right? The starter that goes on that engine turns opposite to what that engine turns, if you think about that, because there's a flywheel. And when that gear comes out and engages, it's turning one way and forcing the engine to turn the other way. So it's very easy for that to happen. We're taking precautions so it doesn't. Jack Weiss says, Mike, don't cut corners on the Okeechobee. That's how you hit the rocks. You're right about that. Won't be doing it. Did Marty install the new gauges on the Kontiki? Not yet. He will actually this coming week. That's one of the things. So I think I got to leave Monday-ish back for a job, and then I'm done for a little bit after that. About a week of that. But he's got a lot of little things to do, and I know he said he's going to be working on them. Those are going to be one things he'll be working on. Let's see, what do you think of Grumpy's Pizza? This must be someone lives in the area. Slipshot, what do you think of Grumpy's Pizza out there compared to Salcal and LaBelle? Well, I'm not sure about Grumpy's, but man, we ate at Salcal. That is some of the best pizza. That was so good. Excellent. The service was excellent. The owner walked around, was talking to different people at all the tables. Just a great place. If you happen to be in LaBelle, Salcal Pizza, I highly recommend that one. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I need to get back. I've got a little trash here. Another little story. Aaron Boyer, thank you, buddy. Boy, we sure appreciate that. Good morning from Maryland. Hope you guys get up the bay. Lots of good fishing and crabbing. Would love to see you guys in person. Here's to the engine and more. Thank you so much, buddy. Aaron, send me a email at mike@michaeljsteen.com and just mention the chat, but what the area you in, so that we definitely can do a meetup when we get up that way. Y'all know that if you want to do a meetup for each state, I basically have folders with states in them, and I drop the emails in that state. So as I get closer, when we start getting closer to each state, we know who wants to meet up. So mike@michaeljsteen.com will be the email to send that to. But we sure appreciate y'all's support, guys. It helps a lot. What I was saying is I got some trash here in the back of the truck. Strange thing, when I got back to the boat, I suspected, because I've been having a problem, not sure what's going on, but that's out of my refrigerator. Everything was off, and the breakers to my solar panel was tripped. So you can't see it, maybe you can. Where the flag is, there's a little box right there, and that houses my breaker. I have a 30 amp breaker coming right out of the solar panels into that before it goes into the boat. That was tripped. So everything was off. The refrigerator was off. Thank God it hadn't, I don't know how long it had been off, but everything, I wasn't going to chance it. I'm trashing it. It wasn't smelling, which is a good thing. So I got to figure that out. Another, Ken put up mike@michaeljsteen.com. Thanks, Ken. I'm not sure what that was, but we'll figure it out. Kayak 7 Seas, so you should have both boats in the water next week. Not Yes, I would say the next week. Yes, I believe so. I think we're moving. So y'all don't hold me to it. I think by about next Sunday, Saturday or Sunday, we're moving the boats up closer to Okeechobee. That's what I think. Now we'll see. But things happen, just like this other motor. We got the wrong motor. Things happen. But Eric's asking what tributary to the Chesapeake. I believe from what I know now and things changing, imagine we're going up the Chesapeake and then over down or out the Delaware, whatever you want to say that is, then up the East Coast, in past New York, through Erie Canal, and then I forget the name of that big lake there, and then turn and go up into the lake. So yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Appreciate y'all following. Appreciate y'all helping out, and we'll see you tonight live at 5. All right, y'all have a good day. Y'all remember, good times is a state of mind, people. It really is. Take care.